Hello and welcome back. If you're watching this, I'm going to presume that you have seen all 8 of the videos in the basic set 1 of lightsaber use. Okay, those videos included the figure 8 in upward and downward form, walking with the figure 8, transitions moving from downward wield to an upward wield, the obi spin, or eclipse spin, and the full plum flower, and some strikes. Those are the moves that we're going to use to put together into this consolidation routine. This is sort of a capstone for set 1. It'll show you how the moves move into one another, how you can walk with them, how you can put together some simple choreography, and it's going to set the stage for where we're going in set 2. All right, so just to start off, I'll show you the full routine. It's going to look like this. Now let's do a step-by-step as to what that's made up out of. Okay, the first move is pretty simple. It's a downward figure 8 as we learned in video 1. We're starting with the blade on the right or on the left-hand side of my body in that crossover, this spin. And then we're moving back to this spin on the right side of my body. This is the tight grip, this is the loose grip. We're going with the middle range figure 8, not the full extension, not the full wrist. All right? Now while we do that, we're going to take 2 steps. When the blade is on my right, or my left over here rather, I'm going to take a step with my right foot. When the blade is on my right, I'm going to take a step with my left foot. 2 steps forward. Just to show you what that looks like to this point, I'll do it over here. Right foot, left foot. Right foot, left foot. All right, from here, our hand is going to do that transition that we learned to get from a downward wield to an upward wield. Okay. If you remember, the transition from downward to upward had to go low through this 6 o'clock position, and then we started our upward spins. All right, as we do that, instead of turning around and walking the other direction as we did in earlier videos, we're going to be turning our body and taking 2 steps backward. Okay, the transition that's going to get us from the downward to the upward, from forward to backward, what it looks like with our feet is after that second step, right foot, left foot, I'm going to step again with my right foot, but my toes are going to be angling in, towards the camera in this case, towards my left. Okay, so the toes on the right foot angle in, and then I take a step back with my left foot. Okay, this gets me into a position where I'm facing the other direction, and then I just back up. All right, so let me do that. I'll get you to that point, and then we'll look at it with the extra figure 8. Right foot, left foot. For the transition, toes point that way, blade comes low, step back, step back. And I'm going to be ending up facing towards the camera, facing sideways, not that direction, not that direction, that direction. So once again, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, left foot. When I hit that last position, my left foot is going to have my toes pointing towards my left. My right foot is going to have the toes pointing towards the camera in this sense, or right out in front of me. All right, and I'll have the blade down to my side. From there, we're going to do that obiene strike that we learned. And as the blade comes around like this, I'm going to put both hands on it and end up down here in a strike position. From here, we're going to throw 2 upward large strikes. So from here, the first one comes on the right-hand side of my body, goes low and up over towards my left, diagonally from low right to up left. Okay. The next one, blade comes back, comes from low left to up right. So once again, from that strike position, okay, once again, strike position, all right, we're going to follow that up with 2 short strikes. First one coming in from the right to the left. Second one coming in from the left to the right. Just like that. So let's do the routine up to that point. Right foot, right foot at an angle, left foot back, obiene strike, and we step with each one of these strikes. As I step with each strike, that's going to end me up with my left foot out in front and the blade here. What I'm going to do from there is I'm going to do a move that you haven't learned yet. It's a thrust. Basically, I'm going to release my left hand, go back to just my right hand, and I'm going to take a step and stab with the blade. Okay, so I've just done this. I'm going to take a step, stab with the blade. All right, so that routine up to that point. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, strike, big strike, small strike, thrust. All right, from that thrust position, I'm going to step with my right foot back until I'm facing the camera. Okay, so from here, I'm just stepping back with my foot. As I do that, I'm going to bring the blade over the top, like that clock face spin. From the thrust, like that. My hand is coming back towards my ear to there. Right? And from that final position, facing the camera, I'm going to do a plum flower. And end. Okay, put the whole thing together, and it looks like this. So practice that. It should keep you in, you should end roughly the same place that you began. You go a little bit further that direction with the thrust, but then you take a step back. So it'll end you in about the right, or about the same spot. As you get more used to it, try to drop your stance and bend your knees a little bit more. Take bigger steps with each swing. So it looks like this. Now, as I took bigger steps, I walked off of that frame because I'm too close to the camera for you to be able to see the whole thing. But basically, I just bend my knees, stay a little bit lower to the ground, and practice that. Where we're going to go from here, we're going to learn some of the inverse moves in the next set. And we're going to throw in a couple more complicated spins, a little bit more complicated footwork, and then we're going to pull it all together again. Join me back here for that one after you've mastered this set, and I'll see you for set 2.